Hey everybody, Brimstone here, and I hope you're having an absolutely phenomenal day. Today I'm coming out with some information about the Kirkman show Energon universe. The comic books are seemingly going to be getting a adult series adaptation based off of the works. And this is absolutely fantastic news. Kirkman is a phenomenal comic creator. And he did The Walking Dead, Invincible. He's doing the Energon universe. He has a new run out, which he wrote, and he is just a phenomenal comic writer. But before we get into this article from Deadline, if you want to hear more about this comic book run, if you want to hear more about comic books in general, low-key movie stuff, and other things that might not hit the bigger channels, hit that like, hit that sub button, share this video out there. And yeah, let's get into this article from Deadline. So, Energon Universe adult animated series based on the comic book from Hasbro Skybound with Joe Henderson as the showrunner hitting TV marketplace. Exclusive. Robert Kirkman's Skybound Entertainment has teamed with Hasbro Entertainment to produce Energon Universe, an adult animated series based on the comic book of the same name, created by Kirkman and published by Skybound. Joe Henderson, Lucifer, is attached to write the adaptation and serve as a showrunner to the series, an epic crossover of G.I. Joe, Transformers, Void Rivals mythology, which is expected to be taken out to buyers shortly, which is great news. But here's the thing is, it's not just G.I. Joe, Transformers, Void Rivals. They've splashed in a little bit of Mask in there with the promise of Matt Tracker. Despite featuring family-friendly Hasbro characters, G.I. Joe and Transformers, the Energon Universe series will be broad with adult sensibility in the vein of Kirkman's gritty adult series Invincible, based on his comic, which had been hit for Prime Video, renewed for season 5, ahead of season 4, which premieres in March. If you haven't read the Invincible comics, grab an omnibus, grab something. They are absolutely fantastic, and they're better than the show. Kirkman, a Transformers and G.I. Joe fan since childhood, won the comic book publishing rights to the signature Hasbro brand in 2021. He went on to create a cohesive shared universe with Transformers and G.I. Joe coexisted together alongside IP Void Rivals, which Kirkman co-created with Lorenzo De Felici. 2 years ago, Energon Universe has become one of the best-selling comic lines ever, with 7 million combined units sold worldwide. It launched in June 2023 with Void Rivals, which featured the surprise appearance of Transformers character Jetfire on the final page. That was followed by the 2023 release of Transformers and 4 G.I. Joe character-focused miniseries, leading up to the tentpole G.I. Joe series, which launched in November 2024 with Transformers 1, G.I. Joe 1, and Void Rivals 1, setting record sales and transforming the award-winning Transformers, winning 2 Edgar Awards in 2024. The comic book and TV writer Henderson previously served as showrunner on Lucifer, that's fantastic, and successful Fox Netflix TV show, also adapted from comics. His TV credits also include White Collar and Almost Human, both pretty good shows. Hasbro Entertainment and slate includes film, scripted, an unscripted Clue series with Sony, a live-action Dungeons and Dragons series as Forgotten Realms on Netflix. Yeah, that's not going to go well. A Monopoly film, Magic the Gathering live adaptation. And okay, there's all the stuff coming from Hasbro. Kirkman, co-founded by Kirkman and CEO David Alpert, Skybound's portfolio includes The Walking Dead, Invincible, and the most recent 3rd season came to Prime Video, which is animated series installment. The audio drama Impact Writer coming up series and Dune Nombre Vaca, and the comic book series is Stillwater by Chip David. Okay. So this is fantastic news, and here's why. Kirkman loves this stuff. He would never do any sort of discredit to it. And most important of all, Kirkman, out of all the comics happening today, is one of the most successful and most popular because it's just good storytelling. Now, I could go off on a tirade about Battle Beast and everything like that, but Kirkman is actually good at what he does. He doesn't let any sort of politics interfere with his work, and he does a fantastic job. The fact that Kirkman is greenlit this, and the guy who's running it is what's his face, Joe Henderson leaves high promise for this very adult show. Now, how much of the adaptation, what they're going to have to cherry pick from comics due to time constraints and stuff like that, I don't know. We'll have to see. But I can 100% promise you that this show will be getting reviewed every time it comes out on this channel. So if you want to see more stuff like this, if you want to hear more about Kirkman, fantastic. Hit that like, hit that sub button. If you want to read the Energon comics, I guarantee you can find them on the shelves or some back issues at your local comic shop. But if you don't have that, you can find the trade paperbacks on Amazon. But if you don't want to spend money, I will send a link to a playlist below by another content creator named Jay David, who did a review of every single comic and is still doing reviews of the comics that come out now. So by all means, please, if you want to read the Energon universe, click below and I will make sure that link is there for you. But for now, that's all I got. What do you think? Excited for this series? Not excited for this series? Hit that like, hit that sub button. Leave a comment with what you think in the description below. And thanks for watching so far. Have a good one.